And now to a battle in the Senate over California Senator Dianne Feinstein's seat. As NBC News reports, that battle has devolved into an ugly proxy war between the three high-profile Democrats vying to replace her. And it comes as concerns are ramping up over the senator's health and her reliance on aides since she returned to the Hill after a months-long absence. I want to bring in NBC's Alex Seitzwald, who has been covering this for us. Also with us, Jim Messina, White House Deputy Chief of Staff under President Obama and campaign manager behind his 2012 re-election. So, Alex, talk about the concern over Dianne Feinstein, how it's escalated, and what happens now.
Yeah, well, I think this is really driven by her condition, or at least the perceptions of it. She's returned to work back on Capitol Hill, but she's clearly diminished. She's in a wheelchair. She travels with a phalanx of aides who keep her away from reporters. Her Senate colleagues, many of them said they haven't spoken to her yet. And there have been numerous reports that she appears confused about the situation. A report in the New York Times today saying that she was unclear why Vice President Kamala Harris was there one time to cast a tie-breaking vote. And there was a poll out just last week from the University of California, Berkeley, that showed 2/3 of California voters don't think she's fit for office. Just 27% want her to stay. So there's a lot of questions about her condition, her ability to serve. She has said she will not run for re-election, but wants to serve out the remainder of her term through next year. A lot of Democrats want her to step down sooner. If she does, that would require Governor Gavin Newsom to fill the seat, which puts him in a really tough situation because you have a three-way primary to replace her, and anything that he does would be seen as tipping the scale for one candidate or another, who are all locked in this very ugly fight over Feinstein's seat.
Jim, this is a tough one. An icon who wants to complete her term. Do you believe that ultimately no one can or should force her hand? Talk about the considerations for people of influence here, including Governor Newsom.
Yeah, I do believe that it's up to her. She was reelected. It's her decision. Newsom's obviously not going to force her hand. I would also note, Chris, that you don't hear people talking about a bunch of older male senators who have similar issues. And so I think there's a little bit of issue that we need to be careful about, people picking on this absolute, historic woman. That said, this is only the second open Senate seat in California in 30 years. And you have three very high-profile Democrats all running. This is a state where Joe Biden beat Donald Trump by 29%. It's obviously a very blue Democratic state, and they have a jungle primary rule, meaning the top two people from the primary go to the general, even if it's two Democrats. And so you have three just absolutely heavyweights trying to figure out, do I appeal in the primary to the base, or do I get ready for a general election where there's no Republicans, so there'll be more moderate voters out there for grabs? The politics are incredibly interesting, Chris, and I think it's going to be one of the races of the cycle.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about that. And as you well know, Jim, Governor Newsom said that if for some reason she would vacate her seat, he would appoint a black woman, which creates a whole other set of issues, right?